Hey, it's Jerry Akin at Pierce Chapel. Thank you for joining me for this week's midweek meditation. Last week we began to look at Jesus' statement when he told his disciples, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Today we're going to zoom in on the truth part of that. Now, one of the things that I hear often today, especially in our culture, is truth is subjective. My truth doesn't have to be your truth. We all have our own truth. Well, that's not exactly true. First of all, truth means absolute. By its very definition, it means the thing that we measure everything else up against, because it is the absolute. When someone drops a plumb line on a construction site, that is so they can find the absolute perfect up and down, the vertical line. Truth is absolute. Now, we might all have our subjective biases that we bring into the truth, which can distort it and taint it, because let's be honest, none of us will really ever arrive at absolute truth on our own. It's like saying that we're going to try to arrive at absolute perfection. We can't do it. But Jesus says, I am the absolute truth, the absolute perfection, the thing that all other things must be measured against. Because you see, Jesus is part of the Godhead, part of the Trinity. So he doesn't have the subjective biases that human beings tend to have. The truth he holds is the absolute truth. Now, last week we talked about walking in the way and what that means. If you're following Jesus, the path that he has set before you is going to be the path that is the better path, the best path for you to follow in your life. And here he is also saying, as you walk in that way, as you follow me, your subjective biases, the things that really distort your truth and make it not entirely true, those things will begin to fall away. They will begin to diminish. They will begin to resolve as your heart aligns with mine and your understanding aligns with mine. And yes, we may not find perfect, absolute truth in this world, in this lifetime, but as long as we follow Jesus, we have that plumb line, that absolute truth as our guide.